Twitch streamers, are you new to sound alerts? This is what you need to know about the sound alerts extension position.
welcome back to Pokemon White version Randomized, where pretty much everything down to trainer battles and wild Pokemon are completely randomized. We've got very little control over what we're encountering and who we're fighting. But what we do have control over is how much we're grinding, because while we are doing kind of a Nuzlocke, we're not obeying some of the core Nuzlocke rules, such as having to fit certain level requirements. So we're going to do a little bit of grinding. Now, I'm pretty excited about going to try to get our fourth Pokemon, which is a gift Pokemon given in the Dream Yard. I did a little bit of digging in the log file, just out of curiosity. I didn't manage to see which one specifically we're going to get, but I saw that of the 3 possible, one of them is really, really, really gosh darn cool. So I'm hoping we get that one. Yeah, either way. Minor Chica, welcome in! How's it going? I think we missed you on the last Pokemon stream. That's fair, take the time to do the paperwork you need. Eat the Hoot Hoot. Well, you see, we've already added a Hoot Hoot to our fold, to our stomach. So for your benefit, since again I do think you were gone here, we're going for a Deltarune theme with the names again. So we've got Queen, the Nidoran, we've got Eevee, which is our Vessel, and we've got Birdly. And during the last stream, Birdly happened to be our in.
What you gonna do with all that ass, 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 all that ass? What you gonna do with all that ass, 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 all that ass?
That was great. Did that sound off for you guys though? Because it sounded good on my end. I just want to make sure that it sounded good on y'all's end as well, because we were having some technical difficulties with it last stream. I want to see if that's been resolved. So how'd it sound, chat? Ma'am, get out of the way. We gotta do more grinding so we don't inadvertently lose any of our valuable team members. You're just gonna teleport away, so it doesn't matter what I try to do with you. Unless I'm able to one-shot you. Got some levels on you. Ooh, if I hypnosis you. If I put you to sleep so that you can't teleport away, then I don't have anything like bug or dark moves anywhere on the team, but we can get stab out of Peck. Ooh. Okay, okay, we can beat up a Kadabra. Alright, I do need to look at what our Pokemon's abilities are again and see if there's any items it might be advantageous to give them. Okay, so Birdly's got insomnia, so he's never going to be asleep, like, ever, at all. That has its advantages, for sure. Particularly if we come against somebody who is actively putting our Pokemon to sleep. And then Eevee with adaptability, which is going to increase the power of moves that are the same type as it. So basically furthering the additional damage we get from stab. Which will be really beneficial when it evolves. And Queen, which has rivalry, doing more damage to Pokemon of the same gender, in her case, being a girl. So doing more damage against other girls. So as I spoke about last time, I'm greatly considering Flareon. For my Eevee evolution. So one thing about that is that because all of the found items on the ground are randomized, and all of the extra items that you can get in the special shops are randomized, we are guaranteed to find all of the evolution items in one of the special shops. It's just no telling which one of them is going to have the Fire Stone. So we've already checked the 2 special shops that we currently have access to. And we could get so lucky that before the second gym leader we get our Fire Stone. Or we could get so unlucky that it's a post-game shop. That is just kind of the unfortunate nature of this if we are wanting a Flareon. So I'm kind of hoping that whatever Pokemon we end up getting in the Dream Yard, I'm kind of hoping that it's more advantageous to get a Vaporeon because we already have access to a Water Stone in this town's shop. So it's just easier for you, me, and everybody else, especially our Pokemon, if we're able to go ahead and get that evolution. We should also have access to evolving into Leafeon. Due to the moss-covered rock that is shortly after the second gym leader. So we do have to consider that if Leafeon is a good choice, say for example if we don't come across a good water type. Oh right, you would also have Insomnia. So in theory, to the best of my knowledge, all of the gym leaders, all of the gems should have a unique type. Yeah, every gem should, in theory, be a unique type. We should come across a water-type gem and then fight another water-type gem or a water-type Elite Four member. So if we do come across, say, a water-type gym leader, then the need for a grass-type does go down a little bit. Not completely, because there is still ground type, there is still electric type that we can have some form of advantage with a grass type. But just something to keep in mind with whichever gym leader we end up fighting between now and the point that we would be able to get Leafeon. I am thinking that I'm ready to take on this, this Dreamyard, the Dreamyard Pokemon battles, trainer battles. Mostly because I'm just really excited to try to get this 4th Pokemon. Get myself something really nice to add to the collection here. So also something of note about our team is it's relatively normal. These are kind of average early game Pokemon to have. Granted, not in this particular game, but just in general, you wouldn't be it wouldn't be that far of a stretch to have a Hoot Hoot, or a Nidoran, or an Eevee, sort of, this early in the game. Eevee's a little bit weird, but it is also a starter Pokemon in a couple of games, technically. So it's not super surprising. It's not the oddest thing out. But what that does mean is that these were easier catches. So it's a little bit more of a guarantee that we have something closer to a full party. And in my experience, the fuller your party is, the better chances you have, because just the better coverage you're generally going to have. Even with a party of all normal types, you'll still have typically a better spread of stats. Some Pokemon are going to be better at attack, and some are better at defense, some at special attack. Okay, second Dreamyard battle. First one went pretty good. Let's see how this one goes. Oh, Nidoran! How about you fight my vessel? Does this Pokemon trainer have a god in their pocket? Gosh, I sure hope not. In fact, I'm kind of hoping by the end of this little journey we're on that we'll end up with a god in our pocket. Not this time, but there are 2 more Pokemon, one of which is another Nidoran. Not too surprising, since we already would have known that they are working with poison types. And I don't think there were any poison type legendaries at this point in the Pokemon series. So we should be in the clear of any, like, crazy stuff happening. In theory. Let's see what this last Pokemon is before we make any rash decisions. Okay, Spinarak. And we can probably handle Spinarak. And if we can't, hopefully it's not enough to absolutely destroy us before we get a chance to switch out. Scary face, okay. It just brought our speed down. Didn't make us to where we can't run, I don't think. Missed the poison attack. Poison sting. Hits with the second one. Chat, we did it. No casualties. No Dreamyard casualties. Let's go. We got Nidoran, so we get a Rufflet. Okay. So I'm gonna let you in on what the big Pokemon I was hoping for. It was gonna be a Darkrai. Legendary Dark type with, honestly, altogether just a really cool theming. But instead we get Rufflet. And I struggle to think of any good bird enemies in Deltarune. Or characters in general. Yeah, so a second bird on the team is a little bit frustrating. Since we gotta figure out a different nickname than Birdly. Yeah, there is Swatch. Swatch is kind of bird-like. You know what? I'm going for it. We're naming you Swatch. The kind of butler dude from Chapter 2. Based solely on the fact that he is very slightly bird-like, and that is the closest we come to a second bird character. Anyway, we get an energy root. Hooray! I am slightly disappointed. Especially since this doesn't add any type diversity to the team. But hey, two birds are good. As far as we know, this is a grass or a bug type gym leader that we're about to fight. And having two Pokemon that are able to fulfill the same advantage against them would be pretty sweet. So I do think we're just going to get a level up or two out of both of these. Actually, no. I'm thinking we might want to get up to level 14, at least, because I think that's the level of the gym leader. I'd like to fight him on somewhat equal ground. So it looks like today's going to be a little bit of grinding. Hopefully you guys don't mind too much. And the vessel grew more powerful. With that, we can swap the vessel out for Swatch and see what he's got. Hopefully he's already come preloaded with a flying type move. Oh, right, we need to check ability on this guy, too. Hi. Oh, two flying type moves. Okay. I don't remember what Rufflets have as ability. I simply do not know. Alright, while these animations play up, I'm gonna answer a call. Oh, we won. Hooray. I can win battles when I'm not even looking. Ooh, I imagine Rufflet's gonna end up with some access to Dark-type moves. Eventually, let's hit him with a Fury attack. Okay. Okay, yeah. Rufflet. Main swatch. What's your ability? Sheer Force removes added effects to increase move damage. I might need to look that up to see exactly what that means. Just to understand. Okay, so things that would cause it to flinch and stuff. Yeah, alright, we'll keep that very much in mind. Ooh, Sock! Ooh, that's another type we can hope for, is a fighting type. Fighting, grass, or fog. That's 3 out of 17 types that we're kind of hoping for. And we also wouldn't be super remiss about it being steel or rock type, because of the flying type moves that we have access to, fighting type moves that we have access to through Queen. One-shotting Cadaver. Hold on, is Swatch, like, significantly stronger, or is Wing Attack just a much stronger move? Like, what are your stats? 23 attack. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, you're very much a strong attacker. Okay, that makes me feel actually pretty good, because I think Hoot Hoot is supposed to be special attack oriented. So yeah, we've already got a pretty good attacker and a pretty good special attacker on our team. I believe Queen is supposed to be more focused towards defense and special defense. And then Eevee can go really any way as far as what stats it needs. Good stat spread can be just about as important as good type spread. Now, I'm not going to pretend that I know Pokemon well enough to know what stats I need against a given Pokemon. But I know enough to know that a good stat spread is an objectively good thing. I do also know that I'm going to need to fight Charon at some point. Don't get sorted. Choice Band only allows one of its moves. Dark type attack. I don't think anybody here is weak to dark type attacks. Let's give the Lumberry to Swatch. Since he's got such a high attack stat, it seems like the most likely he'll be out in any actual fight. Minor Chica, welcome back. Hope your paperwork went well. So, you missed us getting our 4th Pokemon from the Dream Yard. Sadly, it wasn't the really cool, crazy, legendary we were hoping for. But it's another bird. It's another bird, and it's actually a pretty good bird. It has really high attack. So we'll still be able to make this work and get a good advantage out of it. We've got one bird that's really good at special attack, and one bird that's really good at regular attack. Not a 5th, 4th. Did I say 5th? If so, I misspoke. I've been doing a lot of misspeaking already on this stream. No, I'm not moving through the world that fast. We are up to 4th. This is our team. But yeah, we've got 4. And we're just doing a bit of grinding before we take on Charon in the gym. So we can be a little bit better prepared than we have been in previous runs. A little bit more goodly prepared. Oh, that Yanma's going down. But with any luck, we might get a 5th Pokemon once we come back to the Dream Yard, because, as you know, I count gift Pokemon as their own separate entity. Sorry, that seemed like a place where there could have been a secret item or something. Let's see. Oh, there is an item over here we can pick up. Choice Scarf. Is that not already the other item we picked up? Oh, sorry. Choice Scarf and Choice Band. Honestly, we might put the Choice on Swatch, since it already has high attack stats, so boost that even higher. And hopefully it just lets us pick which move we're using. And then we can put the Lumberry on our vessel. What I was really hoping for, I don't know when we get our first fishing rod. I think it's after the 3rd gym battle. But right now, this is the highest level area that we have that we can grind at. And that's kind of unfortunate. I would like to be able to grind at a little bit higher rate. We're pretty strong for this. Okay, yeah, so that is using the item that the Pokemon hold really helpful. I never focused too much on using that stuff. It can be. It can be. So, we gave the vessel a Lumberry, which will cure it of a status effect. Any status effect, in fact. So, if Vessel gets paralyzed, or poisoned, or burned, that goes away, without us having to take an extra turn to use an item. And that can very much be a critical, crucial moment, and the difference between victory and failure. And the Choice Band limits us while increasing the attack damage that we're able to put out, so we're able to clean up better as that Pokemon at the expense that we can't we lose some variety of what we're allowed to do in any given battle. Oh, thank you so much. I forgot to turn that off. Gosh darn it. War Turtle? Where the heck did you come from? Alright, straight out of Oak's lab. Okay, so here's actually a pretty good example of it. So, since we have the choice band, we can't use Wing Attack, Leer, or Fury Attack now that we've locked in Peck. But Peck is doing more damage than it would have been doing otherwise. You're a fairly high-level Pokemon for this area. And a starter, but yeah, no, just we're not getting enough experience to really justify grinding here anymore, I don't think. Which is deeply upsetting to me, because I want to be a higher level than this before going and taking on the gym leader, who I think has level 14 Pokemon. How much money do we have? Not a lot. Certainly not enough to buy even the Water Stone to get ourselves some protection. See if anybody here has anything in particular of use. Any good advice, any good items. Take a quiz about status conditions. Which of the following cures poisons? That's the antidote. Which of the following wakes up a sleeping Pokemon? An awakening, obviously. And so we get the full heal. Okay. Well, we can go ahead and fight Charon. I think we should be good to fight Charon. We'll see. With a full team of Pokemon, hopefully Alex doesn't give us much trouble. Oh, he's got a Bulbasaur? And it's only level 8? Okay. Well, chat? I hope you guys didn't like, Alex Charon too much. He is gone. Wurmple a bug? What? It's just flying types are really good during this run, huh? Okay, well, if we were able to so easily sweep Charon, then maybe we're actually ready for the gym leader. Either way, I'm going to give my other Pokemon that don't already have items these Oran berries, because those will heal some of the damage that they take. Grass type. Okay, so I'll actually be fighting this guy, Chilan. This guy gives me a fresh water. I'm just getting a whole bunch of items right before this boss fight. Wonder why that might be. Anyway, we're gonna hit save. Alright, let's see what you've got for us. Waiter Sonia sends out a Bond Slap. Okay. Bonsai is not the worst Pokemon to have to deal with. We're going to send out Queen. It shouldn't have any crazy, like, ground-type moves or anything, so it'll probably be fine. Special defense. I doubt it has a special attack. Oh dear, its defense is way up. What in the world? I didn't know it was so meaty. Well, we are only one level higher than it, and that does not instill me with a lot of confidence. Frankly. Because I know the gym leader is going to be a higher level than this. Yeah, we're gonna have to go back and grind some more, chat. There is absolutely no way we are ready for the gym battle. Not when we're barely a single level above the first trainer. No way, Jose. Let's see if we can get 2 more levels for Queen and see what everybody else will be at by then. Hoot Hoot. Oh, that does remind me. I need to move Swatch a little bit later in the party so that other Pokemon can get a level or 2. But I do want Queen here to get a little bit more experience. I know she's within range of an evolution pretty soon. Okay, that doesn't make me happy. Go Vessel. There we go. And Queen grows to level 13. And Queen learns Poison Sting. Let's go. Little bit more type diversity. Let's go. Yeah, so now we've got fighting type moves, flying type moves, and now poison type moves. And of course, the standard normal type moves across the board. Poison Sting, okay. Oh yeah, Poison Sting's already paying for itself. Let's go. Put me to sleep. You dingus. Do you not see how problematic that is for me? Thankfully, you're still poisoned. Wow, that is just not enough experience. Chat, I'm gonna be real with you. The amount of grinding that I have to do here is going to make this insufferable. Oh, we're pretty evenly matched for speed, huh? Okay. Yeah, we're gonna have to send Queen out anyways, huh? Okay. Like, I don't want to further risk it at the gym. Knowing that we're not properly leveled for it. But it's just that there's so little experience gain to be found. Anything of use on any of these houses? I'll admit, I haven't done my due diligence of talking to everybody. Pretty sure there's nothing in these houses until we get the gem badge so we can talk to Fennel. Anything out of you other than filler? You. Yeah, no, I agree with you. It is better to have more Pokemon. It's not allowed to. If I could buy rare candies, that would also be pretty cool. That would give me a pretty significant edge. Once we start getting some good money, we can definitely come back. Do we have anything worth selling? I don't think so. No, not really. Alright. Like I said, I do not like this. I do not want to risk... I don't want to risk it all. But there's just so little experience gain out of any given battle. That it very much feels like we genuinely have to do this. We have to move forward. And hope that we have prepared our Pokemon. Mike! Oh no, it's Mike! Another Bonsly? That's not my favorite thing in the world. Go to sleep, how about? I wonder if that means I'll be fighting a rock type. I'll be honest, I'd rather not fight a rock type. I know that I have a type advantage against it, but it's still not the thing that I want to do. Because rock types are notorious for having some amount of accessibility towards ground type moves. And my only Pokemon who can do much of anything against rock types is very much afraid of ground type moves. Another Bonsly. And I'm kind of thinking doing that same sort of strategy again. I'm thinking that might be the way to go. Because it also gives Birdly a little bit of experience, propelling him a little bit further in his career. It also gives us usually a free turn or two to do what needs to be done. Now, with any luck, we can actually try to pull that off against the gym leader as well. It would require luck. It would require a little bit of luck. But maybe, just maybe, there's enough luck on our side. Okay. We're gonna hit that Oran Berry. Only missing 4 health, but I don't want to go into this missing any more health than is absolutely necessary. Okay, Cheelon. Chili, Cress, and Ceylon. I don't know how to pronounce his name. Alright, Ceylon. Yep, the triplets. We are deadly terrified. I'm sorry, your name's Marcellus, apparently. Or Marcellus. Oh, great, Pikachu. Yeah, that's what I wanted to see today. Electric type, huh? Right, and of course you're fast, because of course you are. You avoided hypnosis. If I'm not mistaken, you won't have access to any electric type moves yet. Which is why I'm risking a second turn to use Hypnosis. Swap out the Queen. Okay, so both of our birds, useless in this gym. Completely, entirely, totally useless. Use this sleep turn to bring down defense. I'm picturing you're going to wake up this next turn, so send you a poison sting. Oh, you do have an electric type. Okay, not my favorite thing. With another poison sting. You're using Tail Whip, even though you're... It's your way. Okay, we got it with the poison. Okay, okay. So here's my strat, guys. Now we wait. We can probably do another Tail Whip and then try to just, like, beat the shit out of you. We'll want to heal up, hopefully before it actually sends out the next Pokemon. Yeah, perfect. Oh, you have a potion, but you don't have a full restore. You're not getting rid of the poison that easily. Okay, attack's down, so we gotta bear in mind that we gotta decrease the next Pokemon's defense by even more. Unless... Oh. Crafty. Sneaky, 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 sneaky. The path to victory is so obvious. Birdly grew to level 12. That's another Pikachu. We send in our Vessel, right? So by switching out, we've cleared away the negative status effects, or not status effects, but the negative stat changes that they've imposed upon us. So our attack is back at normal instead of being lowered. We can use a turn to restore Queen's health. Oh, and we can definitely sacrifice a turn or two to using Sand Attack. Probably one more, and we hope it doesn't crit. Okay. No, instead it paralyzed us, but that doesn't matter because we had the Lumberry. So, Vessel isn't a name, per se, in Deltarune. Unless you mean to our party, because we haven't used Vessel very much. So, at the very beginning of Deltarune, it asks you to make a Vessel, you may recall, and then immediately throws out that Vessel and puts you in Chris's bundle. I chose that as Eevee's name because Eevee is full of potential. Of something else that we could become. Okay, we swap in Queen. I hope it makes sense. Okay, we're gonna really need to hope for poison. Especially if it's gonna paralyze us, because that's really going to hinder what we're able to do. We want poison before anything else. Okay, poison attained. Start seeing if we can hit it with some tail whips. Oh, it's got a shell belt. That's a slight problem. Another tail whip for the good Pikachu here. And let's see if we can double kick. That's right, Queen powered through paralysis. Hit it with the critical hit. And bam! First gym badge obtained. No casualties. Let's fucking go, gamers! That's how you do that. And he gave us cosmic power. You're saying it's working. But that's not working. That's cosmic power, which increases defense and special defense stats. Now, who can learn that? No one. We don't have a single Pokemon that can learn that. Okay, we're gonna save. We're gonna save, chat. And then we're gonna go heal up our Pokemon. After we heal up our Pokemon, we're gonna get some Great Balls. Because they have a higher catch rate, and having a singular gym badge does unlock the next state of Pokeballs. Or stage of Pokeballs, rather. Oh, and we got cut. Right, we need cut. Celebratory things. That's an excellent point, Minor Chica. Do you have any specific suggestions of celebratory things that you would like to see? Well, definitely send me those after stream or just in general offline, and I'll look into them. And I'll see if I can... I'll see if I can do anything about it. Marshall? Okay. Yeah, definitely keep an eye out for any, like, clever sounds that you would like to hear for the sound alerts. The first one that comes to my mind, though, is, like, the Legend of Zelda chest opening sound. Ooh! A free Great Ball! What I'm hoping for... Send that all that ass one, but that's not the same when it's not a serious comment. Listen, that one yesterday broke me. That was great. That was impeccable timing. Especially since it hadn't been done yet on the channel. Okay, who do you think should learn Cut? I'm kind of thinking Birdly. No. No. Swatch. Swatch should learn Cut. Because I do believe it's also part normal type and will stay part normal type. I could be mistaken on that. Yes, part normal. But the more important part is that it's already it's a physical attack move, and Swatch is better with physical attacks than Birdly. So anyway, like I said, we're gonna heal. I gotta be very careful about this, because we got a couple of things back to back that are about to happen. We're gonna rearrange our Pokemon a little bit. We're going to buy... I'd really like to buy 10 at once. anything particularly expendable to sell. So unfortunately, we're just gonna have to spend all of our money on 7 and not get the extra Pokeball. Which isn't terrible. We're not hurting for Pokeballs right now because we've had fairly easy catches. But once again, we're gonna hit save because we've got our Great Balls, we've got healed up. And we're gonna encounter Bianca. I still don't know how to say her goddamn name. Go through this whole situation cutscene type thing here with the Team Plasma Grunts. And then we'll get to fight them, so that'll be fun. I don't remember if we get to do a double battle, but I think we have to fight them individual. Which sucks. I think they should definitely inject more double battles organically into the games. And it seems like that has gone even more by the wayside with the current way that they're playing the new games, which is really unfortunate. Honestly. Dynamo! Y'all just really love electric types recently, huh? Well, let's hit it with the sand attack. Oh, no, it's fast. Oh, it's fast and kind of strong. Okay, we're gonna hope one sand attack is good enough. The biggest difference, like between older games and newer games, the biggest shift has probably been more towards the open world without random encounters. Like, to where you see the Pokemon already as it is out in the game, and then you walk up to it, or it runs up to you, and that's how a battle is initiated, rather than walking through the grass and randomly encountering one of the Pokemon. I'd say is the biggest difference, and I'm not personally a big fan of it. Not least of all because it makes games like this, or challenges like this, much more difficult to set up, if even possible to set up. In the first place. Which might have quite genuinely been the goal because, well, frankly, Nintendo and Game Freak, I think more Nintendo than anything else, but they haven't exactly been quiet about the fact that they don't like streamers and stuff. They don't like people making content and making money off of their product. Okay, I definitely should have gotten more potions. We are in not the greatest spot. Bianca, heal my Pokemon, please. Yeah, that does unfortunately seem to be the way that companies are going. Unfortunately for them, there is a certain amount of protection that is supposed to be afforded to your average gamer, as well as your average content creator. Oh yeah, that I absolutely hate. I hate the move towards digital. I love the convenience. I mean, who doesn't love the convenience, right? But I absolutely despise the fact that buying something no longer means owning something. have said 10 years ago. Just 10 years ago. That if you bought something, it's not automatically yours. Like, pay the full maximum retail price you can, but you can't actually ever own it. Anyone would have looked at you like you were insane. Okay, masterfully maneuvered, despite our lowered health. Okay, we continue with this cutscene. And then we're actually, instead of doing any of the stuff at the Dream Yard right away, we're gonna go back and heal. Yeah, Finnell has cool things she wants to tell us. Yada yada yada, cutscene, cutscene, cutscene. Oh, the dream missed. Yeah, yay. Yeah, there were two of that guy because it was a protective dream type thing. Like I said, going back to heal so that if we encounter a relatively strong wild Pokemon, it doesn't just wipe my team. And we're gonna hope we get something cool this time. Well, it was the evolved version of that Pokemon, so it's kind of implied that might have been like its mom or something. Its mom or just another elder in the community of that Pokemon. It is really cool. I do agree with that. It's very cute, and I'm glad they put that in. That was really good flavor. Definitely one of the things that they did that contributed to the flavor of this game. This game has a lot of good, like, little flavored details like that. Oh, Cassilia come. That's nice. A Dome Fossil. Let's go. Dome Fossil is pretty sick. That ends up being a gift Pokemon that we can get once we get to the next town. A Super Repel will be useful if we end up in a weakened state and we need to pass through some grass. And a Dubious Disc is most likely not going to do us any good. But we might be able to see some use out of it if we're able to find a Porygon. Porygon's really cool. I am a big fan of Porygon. Okay. So we're gonna tackle. Ah, that did a lot of damage. I'm gonna use a Great Ball. Hopefully this is enough. So Paris is relatively weak, all things considered. But it does give us some pretty nice coverage of types. It being grass and bug is pretty cool. It being bug is a pretty good advantage against dark types. It being grass, a pretty good advantage against a bunch of other types, such as water and rock and ground and technically lightning or electric. Hooray! We caught Paris. That's 5. So, congratulations, Minor Chica. We got ourselves a 5th Pokemon. Now, the question is, do you remember any mushroom-themed Deltarune characters? I hate to say it. I really hate to say it, especially since this generation has a much nicer Pokemon for it. Jackenstein. Jackenstein wouldn't be terrible. Let me see if that fits. That is 1 letter off from fitting. Jackenston. Yeah, we can do Jackenston. It is TV time. I swear, if we ever come against if we ever come to a point that we can get a nice electric type, that is most likely going to be Mr. Tenna. So, let's go heal up Paris, and then do a little bit of grinding here in the Dream Yard. Because one of our biggest issues last time ended up being that we proceeded way too early onto Route 3. On everyone's soul, though, we are cracking Tenna. And I do mean we. What else is here? Oh, Hypno. Hypno. Jackenstein does not yet have anything good to use against you. So, Bug type is good against the Psychic type here. So that's actually a pretty good setup for later for both Psychic and Dark types having the Bug type. But Jackenstein here very much needs a little bit more training, needs access to some more moves. It needs to get some better move diversity in general. So for now, we're going to shield him from taking too much of the damage. Oh no, disable. Damn it, that's actually problematic. Fine, go Birdly. We're pretty well set up and nestled into this. I like the fact that we're up to 5 Pokemon. Now, Rufflet here is the first kind of upset to the theming of the rest of our Pokemon, so I know I've talked about it a couple of times already. but the rest of our Pokemon are kind of starter entry level Pokemon. Pokemon you wouldn't be surprised to see from somebody who just got their first badge in a given region. Rufflet, on the other hand, typically doesn't show up until just about the end game of specifically this game, actually. Okay, you could be a problem. A fully evolved starter? That's dangerous. See what you're working with. Okay, let's see what I'm working with. I don't have any health restoratives. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that, especially without any health restoratives. What I could do is sit here and tail whip. Oh no. Okay, you're making me feel more and more uneasy. Oh no! Can't get away! Can't get away! Let me tell you a little something. I don't like can't get away. Switch out. Not a legendary Pokemon, so that's a start. That is a fully evolved starter. And starters are generally a little bit stronger than your average Pokemon. Not by like a lot, but yeah, a little bit stronger, and a fully evolved Pokemon in general is also pretty strong against our team of entirely unevolved Pokemon. I agree, it is really unfortunate we can't snatch them because it's a really good Pokemon. I'm a huge fan of Samurott, but it should provide us a ton of experience. Enough to let Queen level up. We do want to continue grinding here a little bit, but I kind of don't want to encounter that again. Here, go heal. Sure Jackenstein hasn't leveled up yet? No levels. But Queen's at level 15, and I believe she evolves next level. Not to get you guys' hopes up or anything, there's no guarantee we're going to reach that within the next 40 minutes here. Honestly, seeing 5 Pokemon on that healing machine, though, that really warms my heart. Makes me feel a special kind of hope for things to come. Oh, a Lomomola. It's a darn shame we don't have anything against that yet. Jackenstein will. Yep, every time I come back here after leaving this area, I have to pet it. It is pretty unfortunate, a little bit of a nuisance. Oh, now you gotta have that aqua ring. Now you gotta be a pain in the ass. At least you can't do much damage. And we'll sit here and we'll drain your defense a little bit. Good news, Poison is already making some headway with taking you on a serious ride in a damage. Water Sport isn't going to help you. I don't have any fire-type moves. Right, let's do a third Tail Whip. That Aqua Ring is a little bit annoying. Between all the chip damage I've been doing, you would be dead already. Ooh, don't like critical hits. No! Alright, how much experience do we get for that, though? Enough for Jackenstein to level up. Make sushi. Eat the fish. Eat the fish! Okay. I think maybe this time we go ahead and pick up some health restoratives. You know, some of those, like, potions and whatnot. Mostly so we don't have to come back here after, like, every battle or every other battle. Yeah, we leave Bianca just standing there. We can only afford 3, and we're not at the range we really need super potions yet. What I can do, though, is while I'm here, so that we don't have to do it when we do want to progress, is deal with Fennel. Or Fennel, or whatever her name is, right here. Where she gets all excited, she shows us the sea gear, which is not something we could use. Hooray! A bunch of things that I don't care about in the slightest, but I do think I technically need to interact with all of this before the game would allow me to leave this town. Copad, like the iPad, yep. It's essentially just a notebook in which it would save anybody you interacted with online back in the day. So you could look at your friends' data and stuff. Hey kids, you got a grass type move? Nope. So then we're back to doing what we were already doing. Alright, Poison Sting. Hopefully Poison does its job. Not yet, but it also hasn't used Aqua Ring yet. It seems insistent on using Aqua Jet. Hit me with that poison. What you gonna do with all that ass? Seriously, this Pokemon is like 30% ass. At least from this angle. Finally! And now it uses Aqua Ring to counter.
What you gonna do with all that ass, 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 all that ass? What you gonna do with all that ass, 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 all that ass?
Yep, I baited that one into happening. I knew you'd take the bait. I knew you would. Is kicking fish effective, particularly? No, it's not particularly effective. Yeah, of course it worked. I knew it would work. Because that's exactly what I am. I'm a master manipulator. You can't get one over on me because I invented gaslight. Predictably. Yeah, Predictably is actually what they were, is what they used to call Meryl back in the day.
I'm skeptical that you could, yet intrigued that you may.
Ah, yes, skeptical that I could be the one that invented gaslight. I see. I'm glad you're having fun with the sound alerts, and I'm glad they're actually working properly now. Yeah, one thing about them is that I intend to kind of adjust them as time goes on. So I think you can have a maximum of 30. Which is, granted, still a lot. You know? So my intent is to kind of add some as I see things that I think could be entertaining for stream. That's why most of the ones that are on here already kind of fit the same themings of being mocking of me in particular. Oh my god, I didn't realize Jackenstein was immune to this Pokemon. My bad. Sleeper agent, sleeper build. But yeah. Since I can only have 30, it's not like I can just put every sound in that I think could be funny, and it would also get really cluttered even if I could. So as time goes on with it, I'm just going to I'm going to see what people are using, what people are asking for. Like, you've asked for something victorious, so I have a couple of ideas for things that I can add for that. Leech Life. A bug-type move. Cool. And then I'll see what things people aren't enjoying, like if there's sounds that you guys just aren't using, or if there's sounds that y'all are using and then are saying like, oh, I didn't like that, or that was upsetting, then I'll get rid of those. To make room for bigger, better sounds. How far are you from here? 241. That's at least 3 Alamomolas. I don't feel like fighting 3 Alamomolas. Oh, hi, Pidgeot. Hi. This is awkward. That's also a fully evolved Pokemon. That's a bird. That's a big bird. Big ass bird. I have no doubt that you used to have one of these guys. They're pretty common. Come on, poison. Damn it. I have always held a certain distaste for normal types in general. I won't shy away from it. I've never much cared for normal types. And that does still include Pokemon that are only part normal type. such as most of the bird Pokemon. Just very plain. I've just never had a particular love of it. Eevee's pretty cool, but that's one of the few exceptions. That and Bug. Bug type is always skeeved. But for the purposes of this challenge, they have their uses. Understanding what those uses are and what you can do with them is very important. Buddy, it doesn't matter if you sand attack me. It doesn't matter if I hit you. You're dead this time. I'll have one. Man, I don't want to fight another one of you. You're annoying. Always sand attacking up the place. And now most of my Pokemon are a little bit weak. Go wing attack. Uh-oh. Okay, I'm not doing this. No, leave me alone. Let me leave! Alright, seriously, let me leave. Okay, what the hell? See, this is why I don't like these things. It wants to be a hero. Well, I say let me leave. See, Minor Chica, you may love pigeons. I don't like them. They're just Pidgeys with less brain cells. That's why they're called pigeons. Alright, well, while I am terrified to move on to the next route, the next area, to start doing more things, I acknowledge that it's something I need to start moving towards. So we're gonna go ahead and move towards it. Now this time, instead of shying away from the daycare though, and all of these wonderful gym battles, or not gym battles, trainer battles on the playground, we're gonna just go ahead, full swing acknowledge that, and try to get some experience out of these kids. But let's take a look around, because I forget if I'm familiar with double battles. Forget if anybody gives me anything in here. Nope. No cool items. That could have been fun. Instead, let's see what you have. Please, no gods. Okay, Bronzor. Not my favorite thing to have to deal with. We'll hit you with a stun spore, so you're paralyzed. I'm a little surprised I already outspeed you. We'll see if Leech Life is of any good. Kind of. Oh, confusion. Okay. probably want to send out Vessel. Swatch is probably going to be good. All we have right now is physical attack moves. And I think with this you would want to bust out some special attack, and Swatch is going to be the best at doing any physical attacks. Bust out that wing attack. I do like Bronzor, because Bronzor is just a plate. I hold a special place in my heart for all of the Pokemon that are just a little dude. They're just an item given life. Beldum. Oh. I see. You want to be real problematic. You want to cast some torture on everybody, huh? Fudge. Okay,
What the hell is even that?
Yeah. Which part? Which part are you asking what that is? Clear body, the Pokemon, the move takedown. I could explain any part of this, but it's all culminating into this Pokemon sucks to deal with. Beldum just kind of sucks to deal with on either side of the battle. And I think that's a little bit amusing. Outside of that, it's just really annoying. Because, like, it is a really strong Pokemon. But its only move for a really long time damages itself. So it's a really annoying Pokemon on both sides. Great defense, can't lower its stats. It's a shame. Trainer! Uppies! Fight me! Fight me and give me uppies! Oh, Oddish! Okay, Oddish we can deal with. Oddish we can deal with. A little bit odd-ish, but, you know, we can deal with it. All too easy to send one of our bird Pokemon in. Oh no, my evasiveness spell. You know what else is about to fall? You. And Jackenstein grow to level 12. Your pal Jackenstein. Brained. Brained Jackenstein. Arn! Guys, look, it's Arn! Arn. As the Baltimore residents would put it, earn. Oh no, it has... Guys, it has a ground type move. It's a shame that it's extremely weak to double kicking, though. Stomp on that ant. Actually, now that I look at it, it does look like an ant. It's supposed to be an ant. The world may never know, because it is gone. Ah, there was an item hidden in the sandbox. Hey, what are you doing, kid? I want to go down the slide. Let me go down. Hyper Beam? Excuse you, Landon. I don't think your Bonsly knows Hyper Beam. I'm skeptical that it does, but intrigued that it might. Put it simply, I am double kicking on your face. Bite the curb, Landon.
Naked grandma!
Naked, huh?
Look, I don't think you want to be screaming that in the middle of a playground full of children. But to each their own, Minor Chica.
Naked grandma!
Naked, huh?
Right as I get out of the battle and I'm actually faced with a bunch of kids. Okay. Well, I hope you guys like double battles. I hope no one says anything offensive right as I step in front of these two children. Aw, they got the same Pokemon. That's cute. Cherubi and Cherubi. It's cute that these twins...
What you gonna do with all that ass, 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 all that ass? What you gonna do with all that ass, 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 all that ass?
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna categorize that under things that you should not say to children. Under any circumstances.
That's what she said.
Michael!
Alright, I'm glad you're enjoying yourself. I'm very glad you're enjoying it. See, I especially like that with this, you guys can actually directly interact with me. In that way, kind of have a voice to say the things that I don't, such as, that's what she said. I find it endlessly entertaining, though, that you guys can pull a that's what she said on me. That I am entirely outside of any control or wherewithal or power to stop it. I love that. I love that for you guys. I honestly do. But anyway, now we gotta fight Charon. And if we beat him, this will be officially the furthest that we have gone. That we have been. So, knock on wood. Oh, right. His team is ass compared to us. I forgot. I forgot that this will be an actual walk in the park. Chat, you're really cooking this time. You've changed out your Bulbasaur for an Ekans, which I'm not personally very fond of. I don't like that you did that, Sharon. I also don't like that you fucking bit me. Or that you paralyzed me. But it's fine, because now you're dead. Why do you keep beating me? You have the same number of gem badges. We should be of equal strength. Out of the way. What's that about? Bayaka, why are you running? That's not running on me. Hey, where were those people headed? That way, but why are you running now? Oh, seriously, they run so fast. Miss, my Pokemon. It'll be okay, don't cry. Bianca, why were you running? Why are you running? Why are you running? You have to hear this. Those people stole this girl's Pokemon. Should have spoken up sooner. Rhythm, we're gonna get that Pokemon back. Bianca, stay by that girl's side. Well, actually, I'm gonna go heal. And you guys, it's time. It's time for one more encounter. Because you may or may not have noticed. But if we look at the map, we're on Route 3. We haven't encountered a wild Pokemon on Route 3 yet. And this is our first patch of grass on Route 3. What do we get? Shuppet! Oh, Shuppet! I love Shuppet! Oh, look at it stick its little tongue out at us! Oh! Look at this cutie pie! My goodness! Oh, Nightshade. Kind of powerful, I guess. My goodness. Oh, the little tongue sticking out is so cute. I'm obsessed. I think I know what I'm going to name him. I'm a little bit worried by how much it's lowering my defense. Thank goodness. So just in case it decides to do something crazy, we're gonna switch out to a different Pokemon. Are you implying that you want us to name this Antenna? You implying that you think this looks like Mr. Tenna? Duskball will probably have the best chance of catching, because it's night out and all that. Perfect. loves vengeful emotions and hangs in rows under the eaves of houses where vengeful people live. Well, regardless of all that, we're gonna name this after a, honestly, pretty peaceful encounter. After a peaceful character. Oh, we've misspelled. And we're gonna name you Blookie. Blookie. Blookie? After Napstablook, the friendly little ghost character that exists in a couple of places in Undertale and is a police officer in Deltarune. That's, I think, one of the only ghosts that I know of. Chat, we've got a full team. For the first time since we started this challenge like 2 weeks ago, for the first time in, I think this is our 9th run, we've managed to get a full team. That is something exceptional and truly extraordinary that I am so glad you guys could be here to join me in. And in fact, I think that's a really good place to leave off for the night. We have one other encounter, because we're going to be going into a cave that also counts as a separate area. So we have one thing that we can do next time and potentially get ourselves a Pokemon that goes in the box and kind of waits for us there. Just in case of any shenanigans where we lose a Pokemon or even lose our entire team, we have some backup. So we will finally, for the first time since starting this challenge, have a contingency plan, have a backup, have something to save us if all else goes awry and we lose our entire party. But aside from that, it's been an absolute pleasure having you guys here. And I'll catch you guys on tomorrow's stream. Goodbye, everyone.